Integrated Learning Project for MATJONI, and our title is
ASPAR,
which is the abbreviations for Art and Sports Article. Before we started, let us introduce ourselves. I'm Rara.
I'm Dulce,
I'm Karin,
I'm Cila,
and I'm Tasha.
And we are hopeful that you will enjoy our presentation.
So, for the first, what is PE? PE, or called physical education, is a type of learning that combines different media with physical activity. It has the potential to cause comprehensive change in mental, emotional, and physical forms. PE goes as far back as ancient Greece, and physical education includes sports too. Why is PE included in the school curriculum? According to the researchers, PE is the foundation for human knowledge of the world and themselves, which naturally evolves in accordance with the passage of time and the habitation of healthy lifestyles that stimulate balanced growth and development. It includes nutritious food and healthy bodies from a few moderately intense sports. We can find many benefits to learning PE, like we doing exercises. Why we doing exercises? Because exercise can reduce the risk of developing some diseases, improve our concentration and physical fitness, enhance our life, and also fight obesity. What are all the exercises? There are many exercises that can be played, including basketball, volleyball, soccer, biking, and badminton. Exercises must be used with any media, but in addition, there are exercises like push-ups, squat jumps, back-ups, leapings, running, and gymnastics that use our bodies without use of media. What are they done? We run the 400 meters 3 times in a row once a month. We were still in training circumstances during the first or second running trials, and it was not that the speed numbers had not been recorded. The 400 meters run is outcome will determine the time speed value in the third depth. The process of doing the exercises. For the first, we will make a line up according to the starting number. There will be a 3-second cap between each person's start time, so the 3 seconds will be taken off the final time for the second through fifth place finisher, and everything will keep going until every person has a taken obstacle. What obstacle do we face? It is not easy to complete 5 plays at span less than 2 minutes and 30 seconds. But naturally, each person has a different immune system. We had to run 400 meters to get a good result, which was pretty hard. And we must organize our strategy and breath so that we can run well. Nevertheless, we finished it all well, and we got the result that we want.
Okay, thank you, Jose. Now it's my turn to explain about mathematics. Mathematics comes from the Greek word mathema, which means learning, study, and science. Mathematics is a knowledge that we got by thinking, and mathematics is arranged logically from the easiest to the hardest. Why is math included in the school curriculum? Based on the National Council of Teachers of Mathematics, there are 5 benefits that students get from learning mathematics in school curriculum, which are problem solving, logical thinking, critical thinking, communication skill, and learning to represent the ideas. TIMSS did some research that students need a skill in real life, which is mathematics literature, that consists of formulating, using, and interpreting mathematics in various contexts. So, data presentation is the process of comparing 2 or more data sets, and we are comparing the data that we got from doing activities in our PE class. Based on the data that we got, here is the histogram graphic and the polygon graphics from our classes setup data. We received 87.7 for the average score, 87.5 as the median, and 95.1 as the mode. And we also received the variety value. We received 35.9 as the variance and 5.9 as the random. The other data that we need to analyze are the data that we got from sit-up, back-up, skipping, and running tests based on our group members. And based on the data that we got, we received the average, median, mode, variance, and the standard deviation score. So we faced some challenges at the beginning. It was a little difficult in processing the data that we got because we had to use the entire class's data, so we were confused at first with how to process and use it. But then we read the requirements that we got before and we discuss it so that we can get to work and get the final result. Now my friend Shell will explain about art in our MATJONI. Thank you.
Thank you, Karen, for explaining math. So what is art? Art is a profound expression of human creativity, spans diverse mediums, and transcends language to convey complex emotions and perspectives. Beyond technical skill, it merges imagination to create compositions that resonate deeply. Its subjective nature fosters a dynamic dialogue between the creators and the observers, acting as a cultural mirror that reflects and responds to societal currents. Why included art in the school curriculum? Beyond the aesthetic values, art engages students in a unique form of expressions, honing creativity and imagination. In the process of creating an art, students learn problem-solving skills, enhance their critical thinking, and develop a keen sense of observation. Furthermore, art education cultivates emotional intelligence, allowing students to understand and express complex emotions. Also, art education promotes cultural appreciation, offering insights into diverse perspective and historical context. Why we include art in our curriculum? By including art in school curriculum, schools recognize its power to instill a love for learning, nurture individuality, and contribute to the development of skill essential for success in various facets of life. So, how's the illustration made? So the first step is we select a theme. For example, in ASPAR, our MATJONI project, its subject has a sentence taken which will be described as an illustration later. The next step is sketching. After we're sure that we have chosen the right sentence, it will be changed and translated into appropriate sketch. The next step is consultation. Then the sketch will be consulted with the supervising teacher and ensure that it matches the rubric that the teachers have been given The fourth step is revision. So we make a revision if requested or necessary before proceeding to the last step. The last step is coloring and finishing. Once confident with the sketch and vision, immediately we take to the coloring and finishing step to make the illustration more lively and add an aesthetic impression. Of course, we encountered numerous challenges while working on the MATJONI project, ASPAR, one of which revolved around the creation of illustrations. We had to carefully consider illustrations that accurately reflected reality without doing any increases. The drawing skills of each member of the team were also put to the test, as not everyone in our team necessarily possess strong drawing abilities. But however, at the end, we successfully addressed the challenge by supporting each other and providing constructive feedback throughout the process. Now, my friend Ara will explain English material.
Thank you, Sheila. Okay, before I start it, I have a question. Have you ever wondered how bodybuilders build their muscles? And also, have you ever heard of steroids? Well, one of the types of steroids is a strong medicine known as corticosteroids that imitate the hormones found in human adrenal glands. The hormones themselves are used to protect the human body from stress linked to diseases and also injuries. While this kind of steroid supports the human's immune system, the other type is, in contrast, harmful. It is called the anabolic steroids. Anabolic steroids commonly used by bodybuilders and athletes since it helps enlarge muscles and boosts male sexual characteristics. Both types can be consumed through pills, tablets, liquid, injections, eye drop or any eye ointments, and also creams. Nevertheless, these drugs have contrast usage. The corticosteroids have more desirable effects, including reducing inflammation, swelling, pain, and also stiffness, and protect the human immune systems, and even are capable of treating some illnesses. While these anabolic steroids only play its role on growing muscle mass and decreasing fat. In this presentation, we will focus more on anabolic steroids exploitation, which can delay one's puberty and develop some types of impotence and even AIDS. Okay, as I have mentioned, anabolic steroids can be taken by rubbing cream on skin or via oral as a pill, tablet, or liquid. Also, as its consumption is to build up muscles, intramuscular injections is one of the options. Anabolic steroids are not a life-threatening drug, only if it consumed in the right dose with doctor's consent. However, there are people who are willing to take 10 to 100 times higher doses than approved. Those abusers use two types of process, which they believe to enhance the use of anabolic steroids. First, a process that requires more than 1/4 of the drug known as packing. And the second process is a process of an abuser managing their steroid doses in cycles called pyramiding. And according to the report by the National Institute of Drug Abuse, approximately hundreds of thousands people aged above 70 have done steroid abuse, and it is quite popular among men and young women. In addition, as reported by the University of Michigan's Monitoring the Future survey, 4% of high schoolers in the US have abused steroids at least once. And now, for the risk and threat of these drugs will be elaborated by my partner, Tasha.
Thank you, Rara. As Professor explained, if anabolic steroids are consumed more than prescribed by a doctor approval, it can cause very dangerous risks. These risks can be grouped into 3 groups. There is physical, emotional, and health. For excessive steroid users, they will start to suffer from various diseases that enter their bodies, such as liver tumors and cancer, jaundice, high blood pressure, increased cholesterol levels, kidney tumor, and etc. Apart from that, their brains also start become disturbed, which result in their emotions start to become unstable. Excessive users will start to have dramatic mood swings, depression, paranoid jealousy, and etc. Then diseases also begin to emerge that disturb the health of users, such as higher risk of needle-borne diseases, HIV, hepatitis B, hepatitis C, and blood-borne viruses. Steroids contain substances that can mimic the natural properties of the hormone testosterone. When steroids get into the body, they go to different organs and muscles. Steroids affect individual cells and make them create proteins. These proteins spell trouble. Steroid will make muscle continue to grow even though the testosterone hormone does not want it. So steroids can stimulate growth in muscle so that the body reacts to increased muscle tissue. Using steroids to bulk up can indeed pose serious health risks for teens. Beyond liver and cardiovascular issues. Weakening the immune system makes the body more susceptible to illness and diseases, exposing steroid users to additional health risks. It's crucial for individuals to prioritize safe and natural methods of muscle development and overall well-being. In conclusion, this steroid is actually good for the body because it can protect our body, especially for athletes. Steroids can be consumed via pills, liquids, creams, and so on. However, if it is excessive, it can cause dangerous risks to the user's body. Users who have overdose are advised to consult a doctor or stop consuming it. That's all for our presentation. We're sorry if there are any errors.